Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this edition of the MUSpartans.com Spartan Show for the week of November the 28th through December the 2nd, 2016. On today's show, we welcome in men's assistant basketball coach Mason Wood and also wrestlers Chase Wilson and JaVon Phillips as we take a look at updates on both of their seasons. Stay tuned. Our first guest on today's show is assistant men's basketball coach Mason Wood. And Coach, first of all, thanks for joining us. First, we'll have you take a look back at last Wednesday's game. You had your home opener against Trine University the day before Thanksgiving. Can you tell us a little bit about that game and just how your team performed?
Well, I thought, from an energy standpoint, that was something that we were lacking in our first two games. And I think last Wednesday we really came out and played hard. We keep track of a play hard chart, and our goal is to get 50 every single time. We reached that mark in the second game against Adrian. We had a stat 55-28 on the boards, and so going into the game, and we were obviously had 28, they had 55. Right. So going into Trine with their big kid Cummings and their athletic guards, we really tried to emphasize rebounding. And then on the glass, we won the battle of the boards 35-30. So I think from that standpoint, we played hard, but we've got to be able to capitalize on opportunities. We've got to be more disciplined both on the offense and defensive end. I thought in the game against Trine, I thought Kenny Doss came out and had, a breakthrough game. And he was the kid that I recruited that, I knew he could be. He had, 15 points, 5 for 11. From the field. He was 1 for 2 from 3, 7 rebounds, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. So from that standpoint, I thought he really had his breakthrough game. And now, we got to have him and some other guys really step up and play to their potential. And I think once we do that, we'll be fine.
Now, you do have a couple of games up and coming this week. You have Olivet College coming, Stauffer Wolf on Wednesday night, and then you're going to go take on a really tough Hanover team who's been competing against some of the best teams in the country. What do you need to be able to do this week in order to be able to have some success against those couple of teams?
Well, I think number one, Ewing and Washington for Olivet make up 48% of their total scoring. So I think if you can contain those two guys, I think we'll be in pretty good shape. The other thing with Olivet, they're going to come out and throw a bunch of junk defenses at us. So they'll do some 2-3, some 1-3-1. They'll pick up a 2-2-1 press. They'll trap every now and then. So, today in practice, we really worked on being aggressive in that type of thing, not holding the ball too long to allow those traps to come. And then the other thing, they were, up until last night's game against Earlham, they were minus 14 on the glass. And so we really want to capitalize on that end. From a size standpoint, I think we're more athletic. And we've got bigger guys, so we need to take advantage of that. And then we haven't gotten to Hanover, but I know, they've played Wash U, who, almost beat Illinois in an exhibition game. They were, I think, lost by 7. And, we kind of take it personal because out of all the teams in our conference, Hanover's the only team that we haven't beaten. Okay. And so going into that game, our guys will be fired up. But I think, just in the young season, I think talent-wise we're fine, but we've just got to bring the energy and play hard and be more disciplined for the rest of the year, and we'll be just fine.
Coach Wood, thanks for joining us.
Now it's time to take a look at our weekly highlights segment. This week we visit Stauffer Wolf Arena and look back at the MU men's basketball program's game against in-state rival Trine University. The Black and Gold battled hard through the game against the Thunder, trailing by only 4 points at halftime. However, Manchester University would ultimately fall to the visiting MIAA opponent by a final mark of 84-77. The Spartans' charge was led by sophomore Adrian Johnson, who tallied 16 points in the game. The Spartans welcome in Olivet College Wednesday at 7:30 in their next contest of the season.
Our final guests on today's show are wrestlers Chase Wilson and JaVon Phillips. Gentlemen, the team got its first dual win at Milliken a couple of weeks ago. How do you both believe you did individually, and then how the team performed?
I believe the team, we did really good as a whole. We really came together and just all pushed through for that victory.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had some tough duels that weekend, and beating Calumet St. Joe was good. Well, a lot of individual standouts for that duel. We had some of the freshmen come up and have some good wins for that win.
Yeah. JaVon, with this being your first year in a Spartan uniform, how has the transition been for you both on and off the mat?
On and off, on the mat, it's a lot more intense, so I had to pick up really quick on it, and off the mat, same thing. It's a lot more intensity than like high school was. For
Yeah,
me.
absolutely. And Chase, you are listed as a contender on the D3Wrestler.com's national rankings list. How do you feel about the accolade and being placed among the top wrestlers in the country?
I mean, it's nice that I get recognized and everything, but it doesn't change anything I do. I still work hard at practice, just like I would any other day. But it's nice to get recognized for my hard work.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on that, and thanks for joining us tonight.
So, thank you.
Now it is time to unveil the Spartan Show MVP of the week. This week we honor junior transfer Kenny Doss on the men's basketball program. The Chicago, Illinois native put up 15 points and snagged 7 rebounds in the narrow defeat against Trine University last Wednesday night. Doss's performance off the bench put him second on the team in terms of points and total rebounds, while he also led the squad with 2 blocked shots against the Thunder. His 26 minutes also allowed him to contribute an assist and a perfect 4-for-4 effort from the charity stripe. Congratulations, Kenny.
Now let's take a look at what's upcoming this week in Manchester University athletics. The athletic calendar kicks off this week with the men's basketball program hosting Olivet College Wednesday night with a 7:30 p.m. tip-off time inside Stauffer Wolf Arena. The wrestling team takes on the field at the annual Little States Championship Saturday morning, beginning at 9 a.m. at Wabash College. The women's and men's swimming and diving squads travel to Illinois Tech for an invitational beginning Saturday at 2 p.m. And the men's and women's basketball teams open their HCAC conference schedule Saturday with a doubleheader at Hanover College, with the men beginning at 3 p.m. and the women beginning at 5 p.m. That's what's coming up this week in Manchester University athletics.
And that is all the time we have for this week's edition of the Spartan Show. Make sure to stay up to date with all Manchester University athletics stats, scores, and news by heading to www.muspartans.com. Thanks for joining us, and make sure to join us for our final show of the fall semester next week right here on the Spartan Show. Thank you.